A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Mike.
And guess who's back?
Look who I found.
Hey, I'm Laura.
Welcome back, Laura. Missed you too. It's nice to see you back. It's nice to see you healthy.
I know, right?
As well, not wearing a mask or coughing or anything weird. Because, of course, this past year has been, 2020.
Very difficult.
Going into 21. But also
Right.
19. Not 2019, COVID-19.
Right.
That's kind of been the theme of the past year. But here in Taiwan, we've been very lucky. We've done a good job. The government's done a good job. Everyone's done what we need to do. But a year ago, if we look back to when it all started, were you a little worried? Did you worry about COVID-19 in Taiwan?
Yes, I was very...
Why or why not?
Oh, okay. Well, I hated having to wear masks all the time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like when I was on the MRT, the bus and everything. And I get super...
Where's my mask? Okay, it's over there. Yeah,
I get
just
super
checking.
anxious as well. Like, because there are all these people standing so close to me.
I know, and everyone would cough once, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, he coughed. And of course, washing your hands. I mean, I used to wash my hands once in a while, but like every time I get off the MRT, I would go straight to the bathroom and wash my hands.
I would do that too.
Yeah, people were worried about it.
Right.
But I think now, not so much, right? Everyone's done a good job. It's still bad in some places, but here in Taiwan, luckily, see me crossing my fingers, we've avoided a lot of the worst things because people have done a good job.
Right, okay. Well, today's article is going to talk a little bit about that, so let's find out.
All right.
Learn COVID-19 words in a special book. Warm-up question. Did you worry about COVID-19 in Taiwan? Why or why not?
The COVID-19 virus changed many things in our lives in 2020. Sadly, it killed many people. It also changed the way that we go to school and work. Scientists created many special new English words because of COVID-19. Now, there's a book to help you use them the right way. COVID-19 and Content Area Learning explains these words. Some of them are home quarantine and isolation, and social distancing. It has news stories in it to show the way that reporters use these words. It also explains the different kinds of tests for COVID-19. With this book, you will be able to talk correctly about COVID-19 in English.
Word power. Scientist. Scientist. Scientists want to learn more about the animals in this river. Scientists want to learn more about the animals in this river. Create. Create. My brother and sister created a new game. They made it up by themselves. My brother and sister created a new game. They made it up by themselves. Reporter. Reporter. The reporter gave us the news of the typhoon. The reporter gave us the news of the typhoon. Be able to. Be able to. I am able to read English, but not Chinese. I am able to read English, but not Chinese.
认识字汇
Virus. Virus. Home quarantine and isolation. Home quarantine and isolation. Social distancing. Social distancing.
All right, so the title of our article is Learn COVID-19 Words in a Special Book. And yes, along with a special new disease, COVID-19 has also brought special new words, right? A year ago, no one had ever heard this word COVID-19 and what it all means, coronavirus and all that kind of stuff.
I know Corona beer.
Well, that's what a lot of people were thinking you were catching it from, which of course was wrong. But yes, a lot of new words along with new habits and new rules for things. So let's look at some of these COVID-19 words. The article begins, the COVID-19 virus changed many things in our lives in 2020. I would actually change that sentence to say it changed many things in our lives. A lot of things. Yeah.
真的，这个我们一开始我们就要聊到，就是我觉得蛮烦的一件事情，就是新冠病毒，大家应该都知道，都听腻了，就是 COVID-19。那它改变了很多事情。在2020年 ，Tell me about it, okay? So the word virus, you should know by now. 它是个名词，就是病毒的意思。You can also get this from your computer.
Yes, a computer virus.
Right.
That's right, but you can't wash your computer to keep it clean. No. Don't wash your computer like you wash your hands. All right, but yes, when we get a sickness and when the sickness can spread from person to person or computer to computer, we can call that a virus. Now, sadly, the article continues, sadly, it killed many people. Yes, of course, this is sad. When people die, it's a sad thing. And when sad things happen, we say, sadly, something bad happened. There was some bad event and it made bad things happen. So sadly, COVID-19, killed many people. It also changed the way that we go to school and work and travel and take the bus and go to restaurants and many other things.
A lot of things. I had to actually teach like, I think 4 hours in a row with a mask on. And that's like, ooh. Yeah. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I mean, you can't travel these days, but I was thinking if I had to travel back to Canada, 12 hours on a plane with a mask on, I would do it because I'd like to see my family, but I wouldn't be happy about it. Yeah.
我们看回课文，他提到就是很伤心的是呢，这个新冠病毒也让许多人致死哦。那它也改变了我们上课啦，或是上班的方式。那这里呢，我们有提到关系代名词当受词的形容词子句，所以当然我们要来听听看我们的 Magic Box 要讲什么哦。
Magic
Box。Hello， 你好吗？衷心感谢啊！你问啊什么哈？花妈，你在干嘛？哎呦，今天来大卖场就是要买这个收纳柜啦，原价4990，今天只要499。可是大卖场怎么这么多走道这么复杂嘞 ？I think the dresser which we're looking for is close to here。哎呀，我感应到了，这个收纳柜就在不远处了，我们赶快去买。哎呀，好啊，太好了，就是在这边啦。哎，趁花妈在挑颜色的时候，也来跟你聊一聊啊，关系代名词怎么用嘞？首先谁是关系代名词嘞？这些字词它们有连接词的作用，因为呢，它们呢是用来连接两个子句，让这两个子句呢产生关系的。同时呢，这些字词呢也可以用来替代前面的名词，这个呢就是代名词的功能了。所以两个功能合而为一，就是我们的关系代名词了。例如啊，我们前面造的句子了 ，I think the dresser which we're looking for is close to here。这边呢，我们这边用到了 which 呢就是连接了 we are looking for the dresser。我们在找这个橱柜和 和呢这个 I think the dresser is close to here， 我觉得呢它应该很近了。这两个子句被这个关系代名词给连接了，同时啊，它也发挥了代名词的作用，它代替了 dresser， 也就是柜子哦。这里呢 which 在句子里面呢，就是我们说的关系代名词了。关系代名词既然是替代了名词，那它在句子里面呢，自然就可以当作主词或是受词哦。今天呢，就要来教大家关系代名词当受词的用法了。回到呢，我们正在看的这个柜子哦，看这个说明书我实在是不知道回去要不要组装呢。哎呀，花妈这样柔弱的女子，要是不会装该怎么办嘞？啊，我知道了啦。I will talk to the guy。 我等一下去跟那个男的说话，问他一下嘞，我们呢这边有没有提供到户安装的服务嘞？哪个男人呢？The guy is wearing a red shirt。 那个穿红色衬衫的人哦。这两个句子呢，我们就可以用关系代名词来让他们合在一起哦。The guy whom I will talk to is wearing a red shirt。这里的 whom 就是关系代名词哦，它替代的 the guy， 同时呢，它又是作为这个 I will talk to 的受词了。哎呀，这个柚子嘞，在那边说什么？哎呀，他会组装啊，很简单。呵呵呵，你等一下就回家装给我看。We will get it in the car。我们呢就先把这个柜子放上车了。那台车嘞 ？The car is next to the entrance， 路口旁边的那台车咯。我们呢就可以使用 which 这个关系代名词来连接两句，但是呢要怎么连呢？ The car which we will get into is next to the entrance。 OK， 我们呢就用 which 来连接这两个子句，同时呢它又取代的 car 作为代名词，这个呢就是关系代名词的用法了。哎呀，不跟你说了，花妈要回家来煮柜子嘞。
All right, so yes, many things changed. Of course, work, school changed, traveling changed, going out with your friends changed, but also language kind of changed too.
Of course.
So yeah, now we can look at some of these new COVID words. It says scientists created many special new English words because of COVID-19. Of course, yeah, the scientists were the ones doing the research and telling us about all the new stories and the new reality of COVID-19. So in the same way that when technology changes, the computer companies invent new words like Googling things or smartphones. When something happens in the world of medicine and health, the scientists are the ones who introduce these new words.
Yeah, even sometimes like for movies, we can create like new, cool sayings, right?
Absolutely.
Right, okay. 所以那因为新冠病毒呢，科学家创了很多特别的新的英文单字。没错，其实语言就是跟着这个现在在流行什么，可能是一个病毒啦，可能是刚刚 Mike 有提到的，就是像是我们现在可以讲什么 Google it, right?因为 Google 被发明了之后，我们当然就成了收列为单字，可以表示搜寻，然后用 Google 的方式咯。好啦，不过这里要停一下，因为我们看到我们的 word power 了。OK， 我们今天是不是有提到这个 scientist， 也就是科学家？那相信大家呢在学校有上过这个科目，对不对？所以觉得scientist 看起来很熟悉，对，它是不是长得很像 science？ 这个字就是自然科学。那在学校你们学的自然这个科目，也就是 science，it's also a school subject。那我们如果来拼凑 scientist，OK， 其实它就是 science。后面接 ist，OK，ist 就是从事什么什么行业的人，所以科学什么的人，所以 scientist 就是科学家的意思啦，这是一个名词哦。那像是类似的用法还有 dentist， 有没有？它也是 ist 为字尾，它是谁呢？当然就是牙医啦。那其实 scientist 有分很多类型，像是 a computer scientist 就是电脑科学家。好啦，那我们来看看例句要怎么用 scientist 这个字呢？ For example, scientists want to learn more about the animals in this river， 意思就是科学家想要更了解这条河流中的动物哦。
All right, so yes, these scientists, of course, we owe scientists a lot. Scientists are people who do science. That's right. I guess we can call doctors scientists.
Oh,
but
yeah.
often we think of the ones in labs doing research and tests and whatnot. And along with coming up with medicines and stuff that can help people, they also create other things. When we invent things, when we imagine things, when something wasn't there but suddenly it's there because of what someone did, that is when people create. Right. Make new things.
I love that word, create, because we're creative people.
Are we?
Creative.
I guess we are. We're creating stuff for people to watch.
刚刚同个句子还看到另外一个 word power word 哦，大家有注意到吗？就是 create。create 这个动词就是创造的意思啦。你可以创造很多东西哦。You can create words or cool phrases。没错，像是很多字啦，或是很酷的一些口头禅啊，或是句子，都可能会从生活当中被新创造出来哟。又或者 the machine creates a lot of noise。这里我提到的就是这个机器制造很多噪音，所以 create 也可以当作制造的意思哦。那如果呢，你有在看圣经的话，你可能就会知道以下的事情，就是 According to the Bible, the world was created or was made in 6 days。就是根据圣经，也就是 Bible， 神在6天就创造了天地万物哦。好啦，那我们看到这个例句，来看一下。这个 create 要怎么用哦？像是呢 ，My brother and sister created a new game. They made it up by themselves. 哇，他也太厉害了哦！就是我的哥哥和姐姐创造出来一个新的游戏，而且是他们自己想出来的呢。
All right, so with all of these new words that scientists have created and that people are now using all the time, all about COVID-19, it can get a little confusing.
I know.
Right? Because, there's words and sometimes they're not really words like COVID, coronavirus, infection. I don't know. But anyways, as the article says, now there's a book to help you use them the right way. It's kind of a guidebook for the new language.
Nice. 所以呢，现在竟然有一本书可以来帮助你如何正确使用这些新创的字哦。In the right way. 当我们用 in， 然后后面可能接and the， 或是所有格再接上一个形容词，然后以及 way or ways， 就是以什么样的方式这样的意思啦。
Yeah, because with new language, it's easy to get confused, and you don't want to embarrass yourself by saying, oh, I don't want to catch my face mask, so I brought my COVID-19. Oh, I got all that mixed up. So yes, let's look, and it says COVID-19 and content area learning explains these words. I love that snappy title.
Wow.
COVID-19 and content area learning.
I don't think I can remember that title.
It's a good title because it sounds all kind of sciencey and stuff.
Ooh. COVID-19 and content area learning.
Like it.
哇，听起来是不是很炫呢？
Sounds smarter just by saying it.
没错。OK， 这本书呢，其实我们台湾翻译为《世纪病毒被读翻译的英文知识与词汇》，所以呢，这本书就有说明解释这些字哦，就是我们刚刚提到关于新冠病毒的一些新创造的字哦。Okay, so what are some of the words?
Well, some of them, it says, some of them are home quarantine and isolation. And social distancing. Okay, yeah, these are words that might have existed before, but most people didn't use them. And certainly something like social distancing.
Right.
I'd never really heard that before and certainly had never used that word before.
Oh, okay. So 以我们现在就看一下一些例子。他说里面包含的字有什么呢？Home quarantine and isolation， 大家其实可能会觉得，这听起来好难。但是其实在这个新冠病毒的期间，它一直在新闻上会常听到，就是居家检疫，还有居家 隔离 isolate 其实就有隔离的意思哦。那还有呢，大家应该听到反了，就是社交距离，它的英文就是 social distancing。那刚刚麦凯补充说，其实之前在这个病毒还没爆发的时候，其实我们不太常会用 social distancing 这样的说法，但是因为病毒的关系，我们的确要保持一个安全的社交距离，来告诉大家，呼吁大家可能不要有群聚啦，或者是可能感染病毒的风险哦。
Yeah, that's why people have been using social media more and having Zoom chats and being in your bubble. That's another one, right?
Yeah,
I'm in my
I like
bubble.
That one.
I can't meet you because I have to be in my bubble for 2 weeks.
Yes.
What does that mean? A year ago, I would say, why are you surrounded by a soap bubble? But it has a different meaning.
Right.
So, of course, in this book, not only will you learn these new words, learn what they mean, here's the best part. You'll also see how people use them, which is most helpful, I think. It has news stories in it to show the way that reporters use these words, because everyone's looking at the news, right? That's where we're getting information from the scientists about COVID-19 to the people, and it's the reporters, the journalists, the people on television, on the internet, writing in newspapers. They're the ones who use this language the way we pick it up the most.
Right. That could be very useful.
Very useful.
Right, okay. 所以除了会介绍这些字，而且更棒的是这本书里面还有这个新闻文章来呈现出这个记者如何使用这些字诶。OK， 刚刚 scientist 的 IST 有从事什么样的人？这里的 reporter 其实很多什么什么 ER，OK， 后面接 ER 在字尾的也有从事什么事业的人，比方像是 reporter 就是由 report 报道再加上 ER 合起来表示 reporter， 也就是记者，也就是今天的 word power， 它是个名词哦。那类似像这样子的 ER 字尾的职业，当然还有谁呢？也就是我啦，还有刚刚 Mike， 我们是什么？你们的teacher， 对不对？就是老师啦，就是 teach 教导后面接 er， 当然就是老师咯，教你们的人啊。好啦，那提到了记者，Laura， 我真心的觉得 some reporters can ask celebrities really rude or silly questions, such as did you and your boyfriend break up? Or how do you feel about blah blah blah's divorce? OK， 我真的觉得有些记者真的超白目，都会去挖人家隐私，说，你跟你男朋友或者女朋友分手了没啊？或者是说，你对于谁谁谁离婚有什么看法？我觉得真的是，很不 OK。好了，我们看一下 reporter 要怎么用在一个句子当中。For example, the reporter gave us the news of the typhoon. 意思就是这名记者报道了有关台风的新闻给我们哦。
So this new language and the way it's used and having it sort of explained to us is very useful, but we also actually learn useful things about COVID-19, the disease itself. It says the book, it also explains the different kinds of tests for COVID-19, which would be very useful, actually.
I would like to read this book now.
I would too. I guess there are. I know there are lots of tests, but I couldn't really tell you about more than one or two of them.
I know, okay. 所以这本书更棒的是，它还解释了不同的新冠病毒的 test， 这里当然不是考试的意思哦，是检测的意思啦。
I guess actually it's good that we don't know that much about the tests because it means that it's not a big problem around us.
Oh, that's true.
If
That's a good
everyone
point.
around us was really sick, I'm sure we would be experts on the tests. But again, luckily,
we don't want that.
Some good work. We don't know about this, but we can still learn about it because I'm sure most of you have family or friends in other parts of the world.
Yes.
And this is a big part of their lives now. So the book, it says, the article, it says, with this book, you will be able to talk correctly about COVID-19 in English.
Nice.
What a handy thing.
Okay,
Since there are a lot of English people and American people who are dealing with this problem.
OK， 所以有了这本书呢，你就能够怎么样正确的用英文聊有关新冠病毒啦。OK， 这里我们还看到最后一个 word power 就是 be able to， 我们来学一下要怎么用。 OK, be able to. OK, 后面我们要接上一个原形的动词，就是能够做什么事情，就是有表达能力或者是可以做什么。比方我想要讲一个比较内心一点的，就是 people should be able to admit to their mistakes. 意思就是我觉得人们应该要怎么样学会承认错误。But unfortunately, a lot of people aren't able to do so. 我觉得真的很多人其实好像很容易怎么样，就是死不承认。我觉得这是很汤哦。好啦，或者有时候我们可能在口语上也常常用 be able to。比方像是呢，如果可能有人打电话给你，结果你没有接到，你可能就会这么回。I'm sorry that I wasn't able to phone you or call you yesterday. 就是不好意思，我昨天无法打电话给你哦。又或者我们来看一下这个例句哦，就是 I am able to read English but not Chinese. OK, 这是表示一个能力，我可以去做什么事情，就是我能够读懂英文，但中文就不行哦。
So yeah, a lot of the new words were kind of about science and medicine and stuff, but you mentioned one of the new words that I'd almost kind of forgotten about, but that was a good word, a good new word as well.
COVID.
COVID.
I love that word actually because there are a lot of those people out there. Have you seen the news? There's this person, he pretended to be a poodle. And he was like out walking.
Okay.
You should go Google it. 就是有人把自己装狗狗，因为他很想要，他不想在家里就是被隔离，就是他就是装自己是狗，然后出去。I think that was really funny. You guys should Google and 然后 COVID 当然就是防疫猪队友，就是很多人在疫情时间如果做一些就是让你很傻眼的哦，像是可能他们会群聚啦，或者是 a lot of famous people, they kind of like they were all touching, I don't want to say who, they were like touching microphones and say, hey, you know, I'm so healthy, I bet I won't get the virus. And the next day you read on the news. 对，有一些就是大家也可以去看新闻画面就知道，有一些人他们就是非常的铁齿，然后还乱摸这个麦克风，就隔天就中奖了这样子。So, These people, we call them COVIDiots.
COVIDiots. I wonder if that word is in the book. Well, you'll just have to check it out.
Review time.
All right, so our quick review of the word power words, we're going to play a little game of fill in the blanks. One of us will think up a sentence, say the sentence, but leave out the important word, which will be one of our word power words. And you or I, and you guys at home or watching can try to fill in the blanks along with us. Which of the word power words is missing from the sentence?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
That blank asked the singer a silly question.
That blank asked the singer a silly question. Okay, well, since it's that blank, it's got to be a noun.
Yeah,
right?
Gotta be a person.
That scientist asked the singer... why would a scientist be asking a singer questions? I guess that's possible, but not very likely. So I would say that reporter asked the singer a silly question because reporters ask questions.
Right, and sometimes they don't ask good questions.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
And you know what the singer answered?
What did the
singer answered that when she was young, she really wanted to be a blank.
To be a scientist?
She wanted to be a scientist.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Lady Gaga wanted to be a nuclear physicist.
No way.
No way.
Oh.
I just made that up.
Okay.
Yeah, I just made it up. I just blanked that fact.
You just created.
I just created that fact. I guess when you make up a lie, you could say you created the lie, but most people would just say I made that up. Yeah.
Right.
But I did create it. It came from my imagination.
Yeah, because I don't think she is blank. A scientist.
You
blank
don't
a
think
scientist.
she is blank you don't think she is create? No. You don't think she is able to be a scientist.
Yeah. That got me confused a little bit.
Well, now it would be hard. She'd probably have to go back to school and give up her pop career. But don't put anything past Gaga. She could be a nuclear
know.
physicist if she
She's
really
good.
wanted to be.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well.
That's it, guys. We're out of time. So stay well, wash your hands, wear your masks, don't get near sick people, stay in your bubble if you don't feel well, read the book, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.
Bye.
Learn COVID-19 words in a special book. Warm-up question. Did you worry about COVID-19 in Taiwan? Why or why not?
The COVID-19 virus changed many things in our lives in 2020. Sadly, it killed many people. It also changed the way that we go to school and work. Scientists created many special new English words because of COVID-19. Now, there's a book to help you use them the right way. COVID-19 and Content Area Learning explains these words. Some of them are home quarantine and isolation, and social distancing. It has news stories in it to show the way that reporters use these words. It also explains the different kinds of tests for COVID-19. With this book, you will be able to talk correctly about COVID-19 in English.
Word power.
Scientist. Scientist. Scientists want to learn more about the animals in this river. Scientists want to learn more about the animals in this river. Create. Create. My brother and sister created a new game. They made it up by themselves. My brother and sister created a new game. They made it up by themselves. Reporter. Reporter. The reporter gave us the news of the typhoon. The reporter gave us the news of the typhoon. Be able to. Be able to. I am able to read English, but not Chinese. I am able to read English, but not Chinese.
认识字汇
Virus. Virus. Home quarantine and isolation. Home quarantine and isolation. Social distancing. Social distancing.